What's nice about having Ferrell around is that he can kind of go in different spots. He can play that rover. If Boykin just needs a breather, then then that's when we kind of rotate in Baldwin, and him more up top, and Ferrell's kind of roaming around at the rover. Like, you can kind of mix and match with this group, which is kind of really exciting. I think they're really going to mix up what kind of packages they have and in that DB room, because they do a lot of different things. Using Ferrell more as a blitzer, and then using Boykin more as a cover guy. Not saying they won't be doing, all those things, but they could lean one way. When Ferrell's at the rover, it's a lot more likely you might, blitz the rover at that point. Like, just little things like that. Obviously, we don't want to have a ton of tells, but just it's exciting to think of like what different packages they can do in that room. Mostly because of Amare Ferrell and Devon Boykin. Those two guys, they just bring a lot of versatility to the room. And that's kind of good.
Ferrell's presser was interesting. It wasn't a super long one, but he kind of spoke about what his role was going to be this year and kind of what he was focusing on getting better at. And he said physicality, and he also said communication. So that kind of tells me that he's going to be doing a lot. He's going to be up around the line of scrimmage. He's going to be back playing deep. Like, they're going to ask him to do a lot, and he's the type of player that could handle it. But he talked about the defense, and it just said they look dynamic. I'm sure they look fast as hell, and a lot of the younger guys are like, they brought a lot of juice into that room. Zachary Smith is a guy we didn't mention 2 weeks ago. That's another young freshman corner who's really good. He was a Pitt commit at one point.
He got called out?
What? No. I'm saying no. I was saying we didn't.
I really liked Zach Smith's tape.
No. I'm saying we didn't mention him when we were talking about specific guys a couple weeks ago. But I just wanted to mention him to get us. Yeah, well, he's just that they brought juice into that room. But he also said that he's best friends with Lewis Moore. That he's pumped that Lewis Moore's back in town. So that probably also lets you know that they have a little bit of chemistry and they'll probably play really well together. So something else to look out for. And then he was specifically asked about Byron Baldwin Jr., and he called him a dog that wants to be great. And he's always asking him to stay back after practice for extra work.
Love it. So it sounds like, if I had to guess, it's going to be, it sounds like Baldwin is obviously running with the twos as a freshman in spring, obviously.
Well, I wanted to figure out a way to like break down. We got one spring Twitter, like full cut up of clips from Indiana football's Twitter page. And in that, it was like certain dudes catching footballs and all this stuff. And Baldwin was in a bunch of the clips. Like, he's out there. So I don't know whether there's the first team or the second team or kind of what was going on there. But like, I don't think it's an accident to the people they're choosing to show. Like, Sam West was a guy that you highlighted 2 weeks ago. He was in that video.
Of course he was.
Charlie Becker's a guy we've been talking about for 8 months. Like, he was in the video.
Yeah, he made a very athletic looking play. I still have him as my third string. It's gonna be hard for him to break into that with EJ and Mekhi Jackson there. It's just gonna be difficult for him. But if he can mix in as a fifth guy, they do want to be able to play as many receivers as possible. So if Becker just makes it unbenchable, then all power to him. All power to him.